Hello, hello, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another He-Man Chestnut React, the Chibi Girls. And today, a very special, cool day because we are finally reacting to the chapter who was supposed to come last week, but Oda was sick, and now it's here. I'm super excited. I'm here with my lovely, lovely co-host, the Chestnut Tanuki.
Hello, hello, everybody. I've only been spoiled on the cover page for a very specific reason,
Listen,
and we'll go over
honestly,
it.
honestly, yo, I thought you weren't, so I was like, I'm not gonna tell her shit. I thought you weren't, but then I was like, yo, you know what? It's perfect because
People
we're gonna we're
are
gonna
celebrating.
we're gonna grieve it, but like in a good way. You know, throw something on the grill. You know how like funeral food tastes so good. You know. Yo, guys, you don't understand. I just want to take a moment to say hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, Chemist. I'm doing good. How about you? Hello, Zora. Hello, Fachar. Hello, Yor. Hello, Edens. Hello, hello, everybody. So I'm very excited. This seems like a very cool chapter. And we're gonna take a little bit of time to talk about like the cover page, obviously. So I don't know if you're ready. You know what? I will do. You can do the honor because this is very personal to you.
I'm
What's up,
so
Leslie?
excited.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should just get right into it. One Piece, chapter 1162, God Valley Battle Royale. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, final volume. Dear Luffy Dono, it's another peaceful day in Wano.
This is, I can't the rhyme. I don't know. I feel like very emotional right now. By the way, thank you, Terrence. Thank you so much. I feel very emotional right now. Like, can you believe? You know what? I saw this on Twitter at first. Like, that's the only raw page that I've been also spoiled on. I saw this on Twitter and I was like, nah, they're lying. I was like, I can't believe, like, I want to wait until the next week. Obviously, it's break week next week, but the week after to see if, like, there's gonna be some more Wano because I feel like, I don't know. I just can't believe it. You feel me?
I also can't because I feel like we've said it multiple times, like, "This is a perfect place to stop, there's nothing else to do. This is a perfect place to stop, there's nothing else to do." They're just still standing around, and it's like I'm gonna be honest, the people who enjoyed this cover story, if you compare it to every other cover story in One Piece, there is nothing new that it brings. If you compare this to what we got in Wano and the information we got in Wano, there is nothing new that this brings other than telling us that Ulti is just being people completely forgiven. The Orochimaru of One Piece, we should say.
Orochimaru.
Um,
That's so funny
like
though.
when you it's like it's okay if you oppress people as long as Yamato says it's cool. Then it's fine, right? So I mean, like I don't know. I think that this is
Yo, this is
terrible for the story of One Piece. I don't think that this added anything. I think that a lot of this was just because Yamato has a cool design and people really liked him and they liked the character, and I think that's fine, right? I think that if you like Yamato and all you wanted to do is see slice of life pictures of Yamato doing nothing, I think that this was a perfect cover story.
you know
But in
what's
regards
no no keep going, keep going, keep going.
I was gonna say, in regards to Yamato's character, in regards to what's been going on in Wano, in regards to even just some of these other characters that we've seen, this just didn't have any substance. And it sucks because the last cover story we had gave us so much into the story, so much so that it tied in to the actual main plot
That's
with Kuzan. And it
I
showed us like
agree. I
basically what was
agree.
happening.
I
And
agree.
it's like we could have like throughout I mean, this was just too long, right? Like some of this stuff could have happened because like okay, so here's the thing, right? At the end of Wano, Yamato tells us exactly what they do in this cover story. Every single thing that they start doing, that's what they do. What they told us at the end of Wano. I'm gonna do what Odin did and go through Wano. We didn't need to see this. Show, don't tell, I guess, but I guess Oda took that like completely and it's like I'm gonna show everything, every little thing. It's like, no, it's okay, you can tell us that, right? Like
No, no,
so
I
I don't know. I
agree.
think but it's like it didn't add anything to the character of Yamato other than make me kind of hate him more. Like I just dislike this character. There is nothing fresh, there is nothing new. They don't learn anything, they don't grow. They just stay stagnant and completely within another character's shadow, a character that was far more appealing, far more engaging and just better. Like Odin is just a better character. So every time we see Yamato trying to take up his mantle, it's like, well, this character is obviously inferior. And I think that's one of the main issues I have with Yamato's character is that there was nothing individual about this other than I'm going to do the exact same thing that Odin does. Look how cool I am. And it's like there's no individuality and it's just
Yeah.
hammered home. It's like Odin is cool. Isn't Yamato cool? It's like no. And it sucks because I think that Yamato could have been a very interesting character. And obviously Wano totally fumbled him. I think that this cover story completely fumbled a lot of important things. Were there some cool portions? I thought the Kozuki Moria stuff was okay. So I guess I'll give it like a 1 point because I was like, "Ooh, that's crazy." But nothing interesting really
What?
happened. Nothing
Woo!
crazy.
You know,
Didn't really
remember
tie
the
in. Didn't really add stuff.
do you know the meme where like SpongeBob and Patrick they're like, like they going woo the little woo.
uh
So okay, my turn to say stuff. Unless you
Yeah,
still
yeah,
have
you're
to
good.
add stuff.
No,
Okay, so
I'm done. Or I'll just say, like, I am happy it's over because and I really hope that the next cover pages don't take from this, and that we actually get to see, like, more characters doing stuff, or we get to see a cover story like how the previous ones were. The previous cover stories were so good. This one just felt so mid, and it lasted so long. Like, it overstayed its welcome. I'm glad it's over. I hope we can move on. Go ahead, Hima,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, no, it's so okay. Me, when it comes to like the Yamato cover page, like me, Yamato, I love Yamato. Like everybody knows, like I love her character design, her powers, and everything. But my big thing is that, it's okay if you want to have like some slice of life cover pages, cover art, whatever, cover stories. But like for it to like go on for this long and absolutely not give us anything, like it's not like
Give
Yamato
us
is
nothing,
having,
girl.
but that's the thing. It's not like Yamato is going through her character development and becoming like somebody else, like becoming a better version of herself and everything. Like, no, it's just Yamato staying the same way from start to end, no character development. And the only revelation we got that was interesting has nothing to do with Yamato. So, like, it's just that, like, you look at it and you're like, yo, I don't know if, like, Oda was like gunpoint, like forced to do this. Like there has to be a reason, like maybe Oda thought like Yamato is such like a popular character, people are gonna eat this shit up. I don't know if that's like, like how Law, like he can like just do whatever he wants with Law and everybody's like, yeah, he put Law on the screen even if it didn't make sense. I feel like Yamato is the Law but of like Wano. So it's probably that, and Yamato is an original character. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Yamato is. But and I remember like I also made a post on Twitter about this. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Like the cover page is almost ending. Holy shit, it's ending. Holy shit, like I can't believe it. And somebody was like, why do you guys hate the cover pages so much? They don't like negatively like impact the story. And I told him like, I don't know from which era you come from, but from the era I come from, we used to have cover page art that like cover stories that gave us context and like gave us revelations about events, characters um related to the story from a point of view that we currently aren't seeing in the story, which is pretty cool. Like we had some like I can't even remember the last time we had like a cover page where we were like dumbfounded. I was like, bro, like I don't know when you started reading One Piece, but like everybody remember there was a time where cover pages actually held weight in the story.
The whole cake island, like even the Ace cover story, like gave us stuff about like because Ace was a character that we didn't really know about, and it's like
Mm.
we got to learn his character through the cover stories. Like Ace was very similar to Luffy, like he was very kind and tried to help people out, and yet he's still this mischievous pirate, which is like we kind of got this responsible adult from him, and then we got this other side, the Enel cover story, which showed us that there are
Oh,
people on the
the
moon, and
the
and and
Kuzan
and
pudding
opened up
and Kuzan and pudding,
Kuzan.
like
Yeah, Kuzan and Pudding,
that
just
was
the whole Pig Island
crazy.
cover story, like that one just revealed major revelations, and it's like, One Piece is a story that will be ending soon. We always say that it's probably gonna last forever, and it's probably gonna last another 10 years, but, like, there's so much to go over, and there's so much story that it's like, we don't if you can show it stuff happening so that we don't have to pack it into the middle of the story and rush it. That's what the cover pages are for, and that's what these cover stories are usually for. Like, you're not supposed to get the entirety of Ace's backstory within the One Piece manga, but through the cover story, you're able to see a little bit of him, and you're able to get a little bit more. You're not supposed to see that there's moon people and that Enel actually went to the moon and saw this ancient technology with the Skypians, but because of the cover stories, we're able to go on this storyline that adds so much to the story. Like, how many theories were based off of those cover pages alone that end up working its way back in, right? So it's like the Whole Cake Island one actually back up with the story. So it's like we have these cover pages that really do improve the story. And this cover page story could have been the same. But instead of giving us something new, it ended up rehashing one of the worst portions of his character. Like Yamato's character was bad because he continued to try to be Odin. And instead of,
If
trying to
Yamato
make
would have,
Yamato their own
yeah,
character.
if Yamato would have became her own character, I would have been like, okay, yeah, like character development, this is good, this is nice, like development. But like there was absolutely no development. It was the same thing from A to Z, and
Like
even
no emotion, no emotional turmoil, like
and you know what's crazy? Okay, so Terence is saying that like Yamato is now it's the point is that Yamato is going out to the sea. Okay, I have two things to say about this. That's totally fine if Yamato is going out to the sea, but it could have been done sooner because we wasted a lot of cover pages of like stupid shit like eating food and like just standing there.
yeah.
We could have went to the sea way earlier. That's the first thing. But the second thing is, I don't want Yamato to go to the sea if Yamato didn't work on their character. Like I feel like Yamato going to the sea thinking they're Odin still, like thinking she
Yeah.
is Odin again, like still like this doesn't make this there was no character development for me there. You know, it's just
I agree. I agree. I don't like I said, like this is the same character that we see when we left Wano, right? So this is my thing, right? Let's say that in the anime they never go over these cover pages, right? And all we see is Yamato at the end of Wano and Yamato coming back in saying like, "Oh, I did everything that Odin did. I'm still Odin." The only thing that would change is that Alti is now a part of the crew after not facing any consequences, which BTW is absolutely terrible, right? Like oppressing the citizens of Wano, being
yeah,
active in a regime that not only destroyed the environment, like actually, like the implications of Alti just being completely cool, and we don't even get to see like one of these cover pages could have been Alti like helping out townsfolk, right? Like actually, oh,
facts.
character development, we can see that. So that didn't happen, right? So like number one, kind of a huge issue already. So not only is it it actually actively hurt like Wano. Like we don't even get to see like Alti's just cool with everybody now. Cool, great, wonderful. I guess that you can hurt and oppress citizens all you want as long as you're cool with Yamato. So there it is, actively hurting the story whenever Yamato comes back in. The second thing is that Yamato just didn't change. So it's what did this actually give me? What did Kozuki Moria? That was the second thing. So those are the only two things that people may be concerned about. Guarantee that Kozuki Moria will be in the story at some point, meaning that there was only one thing.
Okay.
That's the fact that Alti is no longer a bad guy, and I'm kind of very shocked about it that we don't even get to see anything. So it's like the cover pages may actually actively hurt the story later on, where it's like we don't even get to see Alti apologize. It's just Alti was on the losing side and then is no longer on the losing side and doesn't even show any remorse. Doesn't even show like I know that they're what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to again parallel Odin, but they're doing it very poorly. And I think that's the issue where it's like when Odin like slices the boar, right, and saves whatever the Kinemon and Josuke, blue-haired Josuke, it's like an actual thing where they're like down begging and they're like my life has changed, like I am your servant, I will serve you. We don't get to see that. We're just like, "Oh cool. Yamato safety." I don't know. Like I said, I think later down the story it will actively hurt, and there's going to have to be pages that kind of show how Alti has changed, or if Alti has changed and kind of the character of that. We're going to have more pages that explain the Kozuki Moria, and I think that that's going to be shown in there.
I'm
So
so
in
excited.
reality, we could have
Moria
just
Moria is going to the Cross Guild, by the way. Like
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, but like what does this add then? If we have to go and now explain things in the main story where it's like Ace's character, we got a pretty good scope of who Ace is, like nice guy. And now like sure, we may be able to explain it more in the story, but it introduced. And you can just say like, well, it introduced those two concepts. That is the only thing that this incredibly long story cover story had done was introduce two concepts. And to me, it's like I don't know. I feel like these concepts could have just been introduced in the manga at a
No, no,
later time, and we
I
could have
get
just done
it.
stuff. I
I
don't know.
get it.
I don't know. And
No,
I guess you
no,
could say that for
you're
every
right. By
other
the
cover
way,
story, but
no,
it's
no,
just it
no,
was so
no,
long.
no,
It
no,
was
no. By the
so
way,
long and just
as I said,
unwarranted.
90% of the community agrees. You are not alone in this. I am not alone in this. I have seen the outrage, bro. People were like putting things on the grill when they saw this. They were like, "Oh my days, this is ending. I cannot believe this." Like, I'm telling you, it's like an epiphany. Like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe like. So you're not alone in this. We are absolutely not like a minority of people love this cover page, and I feel like they, you know how you know the meme where like she's like the girl who's eating a salad and she's forcing her stuff to like. Oh my
I
god,
think
it's
but
literally.
here's the thing, this cover story could have still happened. Like, this I'm always like, "Oh, we could have focused on other things," but here's the thing, like, this cover story could have still happened, and we could have still had a focus on Yamato. Let some other characters have their moment in this cover story.
Yeah,
Alti, show,
see,
like, 3
you know what?
show 3 cover pages of
Momonosuke.
Alti, like,
I
getting
would
saved. Well,
Momonosuke.
Momonosuke could have had a couple pages dedicated to him instead of Yamato was the focus and did nothing. And I think that was the issue where it's like, we could still see what's happening in thing, but here's the thing, right? What about the smile fruit users? Nothing. Only focused on Yamato. Guess he doesn't care about the smile fruit users, right? Or trying to help. What about the environment and all of the factories? Are they getting taken down? No,
No, if we
we
saw
actually don't know.
Wano get better, like for example, like seeing people like rebuild stuff, like trying to like fix things, whatever. If we saw some development for Wano, or like what, something related to the ancient weapon, even if it had nothing to do with these characters, like I don't know, like a small peek about something, or like I don't know anything regarding Wano other than Yamato alone, like that would have been so cool.
I mean, like, even just, like, the environment was completely
Yeah.
destroyed. Show a picture of Yamato helping to, like, I mean, like, I guess, I guess they kinda, like, walked through cities and stuff and saved, beat, like, Hold'em and saved Ulti, but it's like, why not show Yamato, like, plant flowers and trees and garden? Why not show Yamato going through and, like, helping civilians, like, tear down these abhorrent factories? Like, this is what I'm saying, like, we could have gotten so much more and yet we got nothing. And that's why I hate this cover story because in my opinion, it shows that Yamato is completely selfish and self-serving, right? Yamato only cares about literally doing the bare minimum in order to be Odin. When Odin just a complete misunderstanding of Odin, right, and his character, and Yamato wants to copy him, but doesn't understand who he is, right? And we're supposed to act like Yamato's this perfect stand-in, where it's like, why don't you, like, go down and tear down these factories and really do stuff? I don't know. To me, it's a complete waste of Yamato's character. It's a waste of prime real estate in a manga that's ending, in which we need to have all of this information given to us, that some of this information may never be answered, and I mean, how many cover pages did we
It's
have
good.
of this,
I feel
where
like
Yamato is just standing
Oda
around and watching stuff?
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Oda will just like like answer some SBS after like make some extra SBS after like One Piece ends to answer like some questions. And but yeah, I agree. He could have it would have been way nicer to have stuff in cover pages instead. But also we have sorry I took a time to say it. We have a $5 super chat from Moro Merez. He says this will be a W stream. Thank you so much. It's starting very um just like yapping about the cover page, but you guys already
Yeah,
know.
but
But you know
I
what,
do wanna say
this is the last time we'll get to do that. I
yeah,
mean,
last
you know what, I'm not gonna jinx myself because I don't know if the next cover pages are gonna be
yeah, the
nice.
next
I'm
one
not
is
gonna
gonna be
say
more
shit, I'm not gonna
Yamato.
say shit.
But but my thing is, it's like, I'm not saying, "Oh, yeah, the cover page would have been better if Yamato planted some trees." The cover page would have been better if Yamato actually helped the civilians of Wano, and that was the point I'm making. So let's not be facetious, right? Let's not act like what I'm saying is absurd. Yamato is not Odin. Odin
Are you here? Hello?
everybody just to protect the people of Wano.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
back.
sorry. What I said is, like, Odin stripped down and did everything he could to protect and help the people of Wano. That was the entire point of his character. Yamato is supposed to be the stand-in for Odin, a direct one-to-one parallel, and yet has only done things that are selfish in order to go on the journey to be more like Odin. If Odin was still alive and saw that there were factories everywhere and saw that there was all of this environmental damage, he would be doing something. He would try to help. He would be planting. He would be making food for everybody. Like, he would be the one doing he would make a big pot of Odin and share it with everybody, right? Like, he would be doing things to actively help Wano, and that's what this cover page should have been. That's what this cover story should have been. Yamato actually, because even if Yamato then still was like, "I'm still Odin, I'm still Momonosuke's father," fine. But if you're actually picking up that burden, helping the people of Wano, and not just selfishly going through your own journey, then I would be like, "You know what? The cover stories meant something." But instead, I'm coming out with this character where it's like Yamato was kind of already a character that I didn't like coming out of Wano because they didn't do anything, and now he's a character that I'm like, he's just kind of selfish. He has no idea who Odin is. The fact that he's even using the mantle of Odin is kind of like disingenuous. And now I'm supposed to act like, oh well, now that he's gone through the journey, he's just like Odin. I just disagree. And I think because of that, I just think like this is a character that is getting by solely on their character design. If this character looked like Hold'em, if this character wasn't as attractive, nobody would like them. And that is why it's like it's literally the pretty boy tax. And that's how I feel. Like there is no character. It's just this shell and having to watch this think
Yeah,
it's just like
I'm glad.
it's like having to watch this storyline just get shoved in my face where it's like, "Oh, well, you should really like Yamato looks so cool. Yamato's doing this." And it's like I just it's basically like it overexposure. I've been overexposed to Yamato, and every time I see Yamato, it just gets worse and worse. And I really hope that in the actual story, he gets more development, he gets actual screen time, he gets actual character development. We actually see him go through and maybe even try to help the people of Wano, like how Odin would. But until then, I just am like, I'm happy it's
I
over.
just
And
me.
and that's all I'll say.
Okay, cool. So for me, one last thing before we go, because like we're gonna spend an hour on the cover page otherwise. I just want Yamato to find herself her own character. Stop wanting to be like Odin. You can aspire to be like Odin, but you need to be Yamato. Don't call yourself Odin. Call yourself Yamato, and just be like, okay, you know what? I aspire to be as nice and cool as Odin. Like that's fine to me. I just need to see character development from Yamato if we ever see her again in the story. And other than that, I'm also, as much as I love Yamato, the her character design, the devil fruit and everything, I'm happy Yamato is now part of the Straw Hat crew, because hearing Yamato saying I'm Odin 24/7, I would have all my days. I don't even want to imagine like how disgusting that would have been. So yes. Anyways, I think we are ready, I think, to.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm done with this. Like I said, I genuinely hope that we get better character development for
Yeah.
Yamato later in the story, so I actually enjoy his character. Because for right now, it just feels like a mascot of Wano.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah. I feel you.
the Chuck E. Cheese, the
Yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese of
yeah.
Wano. So,
I just want to say that there's a note
uh,
here. There's a note here. What Oda is talking about, like food. Very interesting. People were like kind of disappointed that he's just talking about food. Anyways, but whenever you're ready, you can start.
all right. So let's get back to the actual story. Now that we've, oh, I just fell. I just like slipped and fell on my chair. Uh, so we get back to God Valley and we see Rocks and St. Garling are in a clash in the northwest. Then back up. No one's safe on God Valley. And we kind of come over here. We see Rocks and Garling are fighting at the top. The Rocks pirates are coming in. The Navy is coming in from the same side. And the Roger pirates are fighting in the middle. Then we pop back down and we got the Rocks crew behind us and the
Wait,
Navy
wait.
to our front.
Did you read there's treasure, but you want to go the other way?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's treasure, but you want to go the other way. And then it says we got the Rocks crew behind us and the Navy in front. Go on ahead, Rayleigh. I'll handle things here. My bad, Roger. Says Rayleigh got Shocky back. Move the
Aww.
ship to the southwest. On it. What? Man, I'm so jealous. Damn it, me too. Beat Rayleigh and take Shocky.
That's hilarious. Beat Freely, take shock. Listen, they're here for that.
Oh my gosh. So they we see everybody else is fighting in the background and Rayleigh is holding Shocky and trying to get her to safety. Um And then we see the next page, Shiki is like, "You can't, dumbasses. Shaki would get hurt. Focus on gathering treasure instead. Everything else is still up for grabs. Yeah!" And we see, all of the Rocks pirates are still fighting. Shaki is obviously having a pretty good time now in Rayleigh's arms, and he's
Aww.
going, "Huff, huff. Shaki, there's something I've got to tell you. Don't say another word. I already know." And then we
Sorry.
we 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 pop down. Prize storeroom 1. It's crazy out here. We couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. Is this it? Yes, I don't know which is which, so eat up.
Before you continue, I just
All
want to
right,
say $2 super chat from Saba. Anyways, time for absolute peak. Facts. Thank you so much for the super chat.
it's your turn.
Oh,
Too.
is that okay, okay. Perfect. So we have oh damn. Okay, so we have Big Mom who's like shoving Ivankov on the wall and like stealing the fruit, which is like we know it's like the Kaido fruit. Wait, what is it called? The dragon fruit or
Yeah,
I don't know.
the fish fruit model,
Yeah,
or the mythical fish fruit model
yeah,
dragon.
yeah, yeah,
Other dragon.
yeah. So she's like, Big Mom goes, phew, close one. And then we have Kuma was like, Eva-chan, hand that one over too. Kuma, don't think, just eat it. You have to eat it. And then we have Kuma who's eating it and like making like a disgusting face since it's not good. And then Big Mom goes, grrr, save them. If we get a single person off this island alive, we can call this a victory. I love how positive Ivankov is ever since Ivankov
Goat.
was young, bro.
The goat. I keep saying that Ivankov is like Ivankov's one of the most slept on characters in One Piece. I
Absolutely.
love him so
Me
much.
too. Me too.
People I don't understand how you can be a One Piece fan and not put Ivankov in your top 10. This man does it all. He number one has saved Luffy's life like multiple times. He's as a slave just wants to save people, starts the revolution, ends up knowing so much more information about the world government, and becomes one of the leaders of the revolutionary army. Like, how
Yeah.
much cooler can you get
No, honestly,
than
yeah.
Ivankov?
Ivankov is so
Goated,
cool.
goated character.
then then we have okay, so yo. Okay, so is that Marco? Like who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
What
it
is
looks like
Marco?
it, doesn't it?
What is Marco doing here?
Doesn't it look like Marco?
Is that Marco? But what is he doing here?
Oh, I mean, he has the pineapple hair, right?
Yeah, but like I don't know. It just feels so like it doesn't make sense. Anyways, so we're back to like the rock pirate like fighting whoever, I don't know, like I don't know if it's I think they're fighting the Roger pirate. I'm not too sure who they're fighting. Anyways, the island's devolved into a pirate war zone. Should we pull back or try to capture them? The Marines are wondering. What are your orders? Wow, whoosh! And then we just hear an explosion, Marine group location, and we have Garp and Bogard. Bogard, I swear, Bogard is like it's like he's like an accessory. He's just like the labubu that like Garp just has on him sometimes. He literally doesn't talk, doesn't do shit. He's just there. Like I feel so bad for Bogard fans because every time he's on screen, nothing happens.
Well,
Anyways,
you know that one Bogart fan on TikTok is going crazy right now. We
probably
already
he's
know.
like, oh
He's
my
got
god,
shout out to him, man. I hope he's having a great time because Bogart has gotten no love, and the fact that he's on God Valley as Garp right hand man, like,
I mean, I hope he's there. Like, I mean, he's in the right hand. But yeah. So we have Garp who's like running with Bogart. Hey, Sengoku, did you know about this crap? Sengoku goes, I think I recall someone alluding to it in a vague, rambling report once. The guy up and vanished from Navy life sometimes afterward. Then we have Garp's like, this doesn't feel like a dream. They really did this. All right, we need to stop and talk about
ooh,
this. Garp had no idea about the Celestial Dragon games. For the longest time, I thought he did, but he
yeah.
doesn't. He didn't know. And you know what? It makes sense for his character. Like he didn't know this happened because he would have like look at him. He's enraged now. Sengoku being a fucking sellout is nothing new to me.
Yeah,
This
Sengoku a rat. He's a rat.
Bum Goku, bro. we
He
already know.
really is.
We already know about Sengoku, bro. But yeah, no, but that's the thing. I saw a lot of people say like online, like, oh, but like now he knows and he's still in the Marines. But the Celestial Dragon games did stop after this. There's no more Celestial Dragon games after this. So probably Garb stayed because they also said that there's never gonna be any more Celestial Dragon games. Like there wasn't any. When you think about it on Elbaf right now, this is super new, happening now, and it's just the Holy Knights. And it's not really a
Yeah,
Celestial Dragon game.
we're gonna have to see kind of how Garp handles this
Mm-hmm.
because it's very obvious he's upset, right? But we
Oh
know that
yeah.
current day he is with the Marines and he has sided with the Marines, right? With
Mm-hmm.
Ace. So something must have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, something must have happened is in regards to him being like an admiral, where it's like he basically said like I will like they probably wanted him to be an admiral after seeing this and having this and basically
Mm-hmm.
protecting the Marines, becoming this hero. Like if he leaves or something happens to him, like it would be bad for the Marines, right? So like after knowing this information, he must have been like this needs to stop or else like I'm out of here. And that's what I really need to see from Garp, where it's like Garp is staying in the Marines and is doing stuff to protect the order while also basically like standing to his
You, you,
morals.
you,
And I think if that happens, he's going to be a far better, well-rounded character. You know
you
what I
know,
mean?
so me, how I see this is like two ways. Is that like they're telling him that like there's no more Celestial Dragon games that is gonna happen. Anyways, like they don't want something like this happening again. So anyways, they wouldn't put Celestial Dragon people like in danger. So like he's like understand that this might not never happen again. So that's okay. Whatever, we can move on if we don't do this again. Or also, this is where the turning point where like, oh, let's create sword. And I'm thinking maybe this is where like maybe there's a turning point where like they create sword, and like Garp is like, okay, I need to like I need to raise like these new young people in the Marines to not be corrupt and like to stand up against this. And I think
I like that.
this is where like Garp is like maybe like his mentality is changing. Is like, you know, this is where like he takes Kobe, like not now, but like where he thinks about like, you know, how he's gonna raise the newer generation of Marines. I
Where
think,
basically
yeah,
he's staying with the Marines because he's like, if I stay in the Marines, I can make sure that this never happens again. I can
yeah,
also make sure that there's a future generation of Marines that aren't corrupt that are helping people.
yeah.
It's kind of like Dragon and Luffy have the same mindset, right? And I think this has been a conversation on Twitter in the past days, so I'll dance around the subject. But I think that Garp, Dragon, and Luffy have the same mindset. People getting hurt is bad, right? They are all people who are able to see moral injustices. The way that Dragon sees, or we'll go with Garp first. The way that Garp sees a moral injustice is basically by saying like, I will do what I can within the context of my power within the system that I'm in.
Exactly.
That is how Garp sees everything. So
Mm-hmm.
no more Celestial Dragon games, making sword, making sure that people are protected and safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how Garp deals with the moral injustice. Dragon sees this and says, I'm not going to work within the system. I'm going to create a new system and therefore creates the Revolutionary Army in order to create a much
Exactly.
more fair and just system. One person's working within the system, one person is working to create a new system, and then here comes Luffy who's like, I'm just going to get rid of the system. I don't care.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's like, I wanna help people because like it's more of a selfish need. Like I'm not gonna put a new government in and do that. They can fix it all themselves. But if I see an injustice, I'm going to act. Where it's like Garp and Dragon are trying to act in people's best interest. Luffy is acting like I see something bad, I'm going to stop it, but I don't care what happens afterwards. It's just like he is this anti-authoritarian symbol without meaning to be, but because of that, like he is basically like pure freedom, where it's like people should be free to do what they want. And
Yeah.
that's why he's a pirate. That's why one of them is a marine, right? Working within the context of the system. One of them is a revolutionary trying to create a new system, and one of them is a pirate, an anti-authoritarian presence that is trying to destroy the system entirely. And I like those three. I think I
Yeah,
think I
me
think it's
too.
really
I love
cool,
the
and I like the
contrast.
spectrum. Yeah,
Me
I like
too.
the
I
spectrum of
love
the three
that.
monkeys,
It's crazy how
Luffy,
like
Dragon, and Garp.
a lot like the monkey family is like in the three different faction, and you see them try their best to make it work in the faction they're in. Even like there is bad thing about being a pirate. There's probably bad things like in revs in the rev army where like I don't know, like they're broke and like they're not able to like, you know, save everybody and stuff, whatever. And there's bad things about like being in the Marines. So like there's like positives and negative in every aspect in the three of them. So each of them are trying their best in the faction they're in. And you know, for the longest time I always told people like there's a reason why Garp stays in the Marines, because he sees that he can save more people by staying in the Marines than going out of the Marines. Because Garp is not somebody who's gonna do crimes or like become a pirate. And Garp is not somebody who's gonna create a new organization that goes against the Marines, because that's criminal. He doesn't want to do criminal stuff. So for him, he has way more power in the Marines and he can do way more positive in the Marines than negative. So that's why it makes more sense for him to stay, because on an every day to day basis he do save citizens every day. But it's not because we don't see it that it doesn't happen. So yeah, people just need to remember that. But I feel like you really said that the best. Like you said it perfectly.
It
And
will be a short later today on my anime channel,
you
so
have
look out for that.
to. You have to. Also, the Kim is $5 super chat. He goes, "Go follow these amazing creators. They are truly some of the best out there." Also, Chestnuts still waiting for more fit check and gym pics. Thank you so much, Kimist.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. So okay, so that was my second page. All right, perfect. Now third page. Rock's location. Okay, so we're back to Rocks. Why end these guys dying? Oh, it's the region. He's talking probably about the region.
Oh.
And then we have I forgot what was her name again? Something with an E.
Uh, Eris?
Eris. Yeah, Eris, I think Eris. Um and yeah, LL, he also doesn't want to get promoted because he doesn't want to work under the Celestial Dragon 100%. All right, perfect. So Eris is like, Xebec, put me down. We've got no choice but to run. Some of the others got caught up and transformed. Wait, Xebec, what happened? Is it an ability? Ooh, so we have like the oh shit, we have people who getting Doomy reversed, right? Because like they're becoming
Oh,
demons.
interesting. Okay.
Oh shit, that mean that Emu is like working like their power. Oh my god, but the thing is like why is Blackbeard with them? Yeah, yeah, is Blackbeard like in the
Yeah.
arms of
He
Eris? Okay, perfect, perfect. I was just
I
wondering.
would assume so.
Oh my god, yes, they are being like transformed into like devils. Pops, Granny, what in the world? What? Oh no! That's wait. That's like wait. That's like
They're part of
Granny
the
like that. That's like the grandma of like who like of rocks, and that's the father of rocks. I'm confused. Wait.
Yeah, they're saying that the others got caught up and transformed. Yeah.
Oh my
So like
god, that's the father of rocks, and that's the grandmother of rocks.
they're saying like Pop's granny, so it's like grandparents or something or
Oh
like
yeah,
other
no, no,
like maybe like
grandparents.
elders and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
like grandparents
yeah.
or like elders in like the Davy clan or something like that.
I feel.
Because you know how
Oh
like elders can be called
yeah,
like Pops and
yeah,
Granny,
yeah. You're
like
right. You're right.
Tsunade from
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but I feel so bad. That's his family. Anyways, but I'm done. I think this was my last page.
Okay. So we get to see the next page, and it says, from Garling, he sure is strong. It takes quite a long while to regenerate from his sword slashes. Rocks upscale?
Bro,
Brack.
did you see his face? Like his
Yeah,
slash
Rocks
is
is goated.
crazy.
It says, but now we know he's part of the Davy clan. Finishing him will please the Great One. Indeed, the interruption to our tourney has turned out to be a blessing. Let me go, Zabek. Are you gonna try to fight them one-handed? Don't you get it, Eris? If anyone bearing the Davy name is caught, they'll go through so much suffering it'll make hell look tame. I know that. I'm a fully fledged part of the Davy clan now. Everyone here was always so nice to me, even though I was a pirate. I,
Oh,
f- I fully understand the fate of the fate our clan faces. Now put me down. Hey, if I was the kind of woman who just clung to you and couldn't protect a single child, you never would have fallen for me, right?
oh, I fucking love them. Fuck.
No, the goats! Please don't die, Rox. I know he's gonna die. Oh my god.
Bro, his wife is such like she's so cool. She's so cool, man. Oh my god.
Also,
Blackbeard
by the
had the
way,
best parents. What the hell?
guys, everything I've ever said about Rox has turned out to be correct, and I think I still have some of the stuff up on my YouTube for One Piece. Just gonna say everything I've ever said about Rox has turned out to be correct. I told you guys that he wasn't going to be this crazy villain that the world government made him out to be. He is literally just there to protect his family. I said God Valley, he's not going to be the villain. He went there in order to do something. He went there to go against the world government and he did. So, I just want to say what a goat. What a goat. What a goated family. Eris is peak. Peak. He's peak. I'm going to be so sad when I may genuinely cry when he dies. Wow. Don't be an idiot. If it looks like they're about to get me, I'll kill Teach and commit suicide. We'll survive this by splitting up. Let's meet on Lelucia in the back.
This is so crazy that like they were gonna meet on Lelucia, and like where does Lelucia exist anymore? It doesn't. It doesn't exist anymore. It's fucking insane.
Oh my gosh. Just crazy. And it says, finally ditched your wife and kid, huh? Now then, what will be the next attack? Why am I the one being saved here? Tap tap. And then I think this is my last page, right?
I think so, probably.
Okay. So we see he's taking a sword. Garling is shook, and then we see this crazy sword attack. And it says, "Afraid I can't let you go any further." And it cracks the entire mountain of God Valley. Now bring it on, you monsters.
Hold on, that crack
The
didn't
back.
exist before?
I don't know, bro. It shows that it's cracking. Outside the storeroom. Mama, mama. This'll do. Now it's your turn.
Okay, perfect. So we have Big Mom. I always get the Big Mom panels. All right, so Big Mom goes, a model of the fishy fruit. I'll feed it to Katakuri. We could have had dragging Katakuri. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
My future crew is gonna be overwhelming, powerful. And then we have Kaido, this scumbag. He comes and hit Big Mom. This is crazy. The only nice person to him. And then like
He sneaked her, bruh.
what a bitch, man. Yo, what the fuck, man? Anyways, he comes and he's just like eat like he literally didn't even touch the fruit. He just put it in his mouth and like he goes and Big Mom is like, "What the fuck?" And he's eating it. Like he's actually enjoying the taste. He looks crazy, bro. I can't believe that Kaido stole a child's devil fruit, bro.
Do the nom nom. Do we have to do the nom nom?
Nom nom. I don't know how to do it. Oh my god. And then she goes, "Screw you, Kaido." 100%. I would have beat him up, bro. Right here, right there, bro. How dare you? Like, he can't even get his devil fruit himself. Anyways, so we're back to Peak Dragon. He's running with Shanks. And he's like huffing, puffing, and like Shanks is crying. "I won't let you die." Oh. And then we have like as a contrast, we have Eris with Blackbeard, and she's like, "I won't let you die, Teach." Oh my god, this is so cute. Fuck. I love it.
Teach, honestly, every single thing he's done in the show is valid. I'm sorry. This kind of exonerates Blackbeard
No, no,
of
no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like a lot of people went through bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like
I'm
you're not.
sorry. It's,
He's
you
a
know,
bad person.
unfortunately,
He's a
he had
bad person.
to
He's a bad person,
unfortunately,
bitch. He's a
he
bad
had to
person.
kill Ace in order to he had to make sure that Ace dies in order to get the devil fruit because I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's on vengeance mode, bro. None of this would have happened. Blackbeard would have been non-existent. It would have just been Marshall D. Teach. All we would have had if they just didn't attack God Valley.
All I'm saying that is that Blackbeard is still a scumbag and a bad person.
He is. Oh, he is. But all I'm saying is like I understand.
No, okay, yes. Like we understand where the villain arc started. I'm not gonna lie.
Like
Yes, we understand why
he's
did you
kind
become
of
a villain?
valid.
Like
Yeah,
why did
yeah.
you
Like
become a
why are
valid?
you a
Yeah.
terrible person?
Why? Yeah.
Because my entire family was killed by the world government.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what?
It's like
That's kind of
Sasuke.
valid.
Like I feel like he's like Sasuke.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, yeah, yeah. You kind of you keep doing what you're doing, bud. Like, ooh, valid. He's just I don't know, bro. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Is he
Yeah,
not
yeah,
kind of valid?
but still, no, but that's the thing. I don't
Bad,
think
bad,
yeah,
but
no,
valid.
I understand why he is the way he is, but I still believe that like other people went through bullshit as well, like you
Oh
know.
yeah, they're just
But
better people.
yeah,
But like I mean like what all of this like I mean like Robin
like
did the
Robin, like
exact same
that's what I
thing.
was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Robin.
But like if Robin ended up becoming like Sasuke Uchiha and like started taking out people in the world government and taking out people, I'd be like, you know what? She kind of got a point.
Yeah. I get it. You know, but not
Like all of a
everybody.
sudden Robin goes back to all the
You know,
people who hated her and
and,
like starts snapping their necks. I'd be like,
and you know what? This is something I always tell people is that like what the deciding factor of you like you know getting saved and like becoming a good person and not like ending up evil is the people you actually meet along the way.
yeah,
Like if Robin would have never met the Straw Hats, she would have become a big criminal. Like she was working with Crocodile when you think about it, and it's the same way with Blackbeard. Is that like yes,
like you meant
granted,
Whitebeard.
he got no, but that's the thing. Granted, he was taken with Blackbeard, but I think it with Whitebeard, but I think maybe it was maybe too late. I don't know. Did
Yeah,
Whitebeard
I think
take
it
him
is.
in since he was like a child, or like did he
Yeah.
grow up hating the world and the you
No,
know like
it was a child.
okay, so
We saw it in the
okay,
Odin flashback.
okay, so Blackbeard just like grew up with love and still decided to become a fucking
Well, you know, like I said, bro, he kind of like listen, it like law kind of valid. The stuff we learned about Kid, I understand why he's taking out, you know, civilians.
oh my god.
Like some
Okay,
of these people
I
they go through like abysmal like I'm sorry, like Kid, like you know what? You do you, boo. Your childhood sounds awful. Blackbeard, what happened on God Valley with the celestial dragons were doing to him and his family? I mean, you know, a couple Marines gotta go. I'm like, ooh.
no, but Kuma, somebody said it. Kuma, yeah, Kuma. Honestly, he's a
No,
saint,
Kuma's
bro.
just a good person. Yeah, Kuma's a saint, but that's the thing. Like we would expect somebody who had the childhood of Blackbeard to turn out like Blackbeard, right? Where you're like, yeah, I understand that, and that's what I'm saying. Kuma,
Yes,
you would expect him to
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
and he's just like the greatest person. That's why he's like, you're like, oh my god, like he went through all of that, and he's still such a
It's
wonderful, loving, good
yeah,
person.
yeah,
That's what makes him crazy. Like, that's what makes him insane, right? Like, if Kuma all of a sudden started, like, murking people left and right, we'd be like, "Yeah, I understand that. That's valid." But you're like,
yeah.
"He didn't. He didn't give in to his urges. He still continued to do that." And that's why Kuma is
I,
such a good character.
you know,
Like, that's the difference. It's like Kuma's like, "Oh my god, the resilience is insane."
yeah, like Moop
Go
said,
ahead,
some
sorry, you may.
people were just bound to be dickheads, and 100% you're right. No matter how much love they were given, bro.
Like, to be fair,
Uh,
even if I was given love after going through this, I'd be like, "You know, the celestial dragons gotta go.
yeah,
The
no, no, I
celestial
get it, I
dragons
get it,
gotta
I get it,
go."
I get it. I think this is my last page. Behind the game stage, prize storeroom 2. Perfect. I found the treasure! Woo! And then we have like all the treasure. Ah, we have Gabon here, and with probably this is like the Roger Pirates. I've never seen this much loot before. Wow, there's devil fruits too. Oh, there's other devil fruits. Nice. Load it all up. Like would let the Roger Pirates get away with all this. I'm guessing these are like the Rocks Pirate maybe. And then we have, oh no, wait, we also have the Marines. That's the
Mhm.
Marines? Why is he wearing the same suit as Kizaru? Anyways, drive the pirates off the island. Nothing makes sense here, even justice. Wait, hold on. Is that Garp? No,
Yeah,
wait, who?
that's Garp.
Yeah, that's Garp because of the scar key.
Mhm.
Oh my god, yo, this is actually a pretty big thing for him to say. Nothing makes sense here, even justice. That's crazy to say from coming from Garp, right? And is this is your turn now.
It's Oh, is it? Oh,
Mhm.
I thought you had more to say about Garp. I thought you were
Oh
gonna
no
go
no no!
off.
I was just like, oh my god, like he's right now like this is like a moment of that. Like you know what's crazy? I think this is the contrast. Like Dragon also is having like is re-questioning himself, and I'm pretty sure Garp is now also re-questioning himself here.
Like I said, I think the theory that Garp made a deal with the world government basically in order to have this stopped. I think that that becomes more and more valid every page we read, where it's like if Garp ends up leaving the world government or if he ends up going against them, like in the Ace situation, like not only does it make so much more sense, but it also is like if Garp ended up trying to save Ace, how many more people would die? You know what I mean? Like, and even if they don't like necessarily say it, they're like, oh well, Garp is on here, so we can't do this anymore, like because we need his power, right? Where it's like there's that implication. It's like everybody who was going off about like, well, Garp didn't save Ace. It'd be like, well, now there's a little bit more to play, right? Like now there's a little bit more to understand. Where it's like Garp doesn't just have to think about what the Navy is doing. Garp has to make sure that the Celestial Dragons aren't going to do their by what was it like yearly games where they basically pick an island and kill everybody on it. Where it's like there's a lot more going on here. Like what? Like if Garp is having this, what plan? What did he say? Was he like, you guys wouldn't be able to take me out? I'll be able to escape and tell everybody, or else we need to do this. Like how was Sword created? Probably from Garp. It was probably Garp who was like, I need to create this, and you're gonna let me do it because you need my power. Because very clearly, Garp is strong. Like Garp here was making Big Mom being like shook. She's like, this isn't an easy fight. Like I have to, if I want to do what I want to do on this island, I can't get cut off with Garp.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot more to it. I don't know. I think it really adds to Garp's character, but it's also like Garp has so much more importance than just being Luffy's grandfather and Dragon's dad, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Garp
absolutely.
has so much more importance than just training Kuzan. Garp has so much more importance than just being a father to Ace, right? Like, Garp is the reason why people aren't dying. And that adds an extra layer to his character. And I think it just makes him so much it just makes the entire world of One Piece so much more complicated because it's like you would let your son basically die. And that would also be like Garp knows that he has to stay with the Marines, which is why he didn't want Ace or Luffy to be pirates because he never wanted to be put in a situation because he understood the risk. Right? Like it just makes stuff like so much better. It's like, why does he want them to be a part of this if he knows it's corrupt? Because he has to. Because he is the only thing standing apart from complete lack of justice. And it's like now we're starting to see like the Marines and their morals and their values of justice. And it's like, does he actually agree with Akainu? Where it's like, how much is he really holding these people back? It's a very interesting conversation that I really hope we get into. But for right now, Garp's character just went from like, oh, he's cool, to like, wow. There's a lot more
Yeah.
that can be done with his character.
Yeah. Yeah, your turn.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. You told me. Uh, the world government's navy, please let us go. God Valley is not a member nation as such. Even if I only manage one more, I'm gonna save as many of these people as I can.
Mm.
Saturn, is Rox dead? Well, things have continued to unfold outside of our expectations. In fact, all of this intense destruction, I believe if it continues, what's that? A dragon? We risk something else being unleashed. Joy Boy?
No, there's no Joy Boy here.
Well,
No, that
they're
he's not
saying
talking about.
remember
He's not
no,
talking
no, hold
about
on.
that. He's not talking about
We
that.
risk something else being unleashed. Do you
He's maybe
remember
talking
how
about
Kaido was
Emu.
supposed to be he's talking to Emu right now.
Yeah, and maybe like Emu is like maybe he's gonna like come and fight. Maybe this is what they mean. They
No,
mean.
or no, like all if it continues, we risk something else being unleashed. That must not be permitted.
But there's
What
nobody who
needs to
has
be
the
un-
Nika fruit here. It makes no
No, that's
sense.
but that's do you remember when Kaido was thought to be Joy Boy? You know what I mean? Where it's like
When?
that was like the entire thing with King, where they thought that he was originally Joy Boy. Like Kaido thought that he originally was Joy
Yeah,
Boy.
but they know that like that devil fruit is not
But
like.
that's why they're kind of posing it here. Like it's kind of like the if like something else could possibly be unleashed, right? Like something that we don't want. Like and I think that is the reference that they're making because if you remember
Maybe.
back in Wano, like there is a very strong connection with Kaido and Joy Boy because eventually Kaido gets taken out by Joy Boy and he's like, well, if I'm not Joy Boy, then the person who takes me out is Joy Boy, and that ends up being Luffy, right? So it's
Mm.
like and then also we have to know that Shanks is the person who ends up stealing the Gum Gum fruit and giving it to Luffy, who he kind of knows is gonna be Joy Boy. You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of stuff that I think could be pointing to it here.
Mm.
Um, I mean, especially it's like that must not be permitted. Ah, very interesting. Very interesting. We go, thank you, Kuma-kun. You're no need to thank me. We have to hurry. Anywhere but here would be heaven. I'd given up on surviving this. Thank you. Thank you. Poof. Thank you. Poof.
Aw.
Let me see Guinea crying. Thank you.
It's like
Intense, crazy
like
hockey.
Conqueror's hockey going out. Oh my god.
Is this do I have one more page or
I don't remember how much did you read.
yep, 1, 2, yep, I have one more. So this is the one.
Okay.
So we see Roger, Garp, and Rox all wandering.
Oh
Do you
my
remember when I
god.
said last chapter that I don't think that Garp and Roger take out Rox? I
But
think Emu
I
takes out
told you,
Rox.
I told you I think they take him out because he gets Domi reversed. This was my theory. Is that like he gets controlled because otherwise like I just like it just, you know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I we'll see, but I told you I don't think that it was like Rox. I think that there's a little liars. Also, bum Goku, bro. Like, yeah, he's telling this story to the Marines. Like, Garp and Roger had to work together in order to take out Rox. Yeah, sure, buddy. That's what happened.
Yeah, sure, buddy. That's what happened.
Well, we see this, and we come down. It's like, boss, it's
By the
Rox
way,
and the
this is
others.
Saturn. This is. Did you see the Saturn silhouette?
Oh yeah. I see the Saturn thing, and it's like, hold on, this probably isn't the time for that.
Yeah, because
How
they were.
dare you?
Yeah, they were gonna like fight each other, but they're like, wait, hold on. There's a bigger threat here.
Look at this. How dare you go after my family? If you want me dead, I'll take you down first. Puff. Damn it.
Then Garling got off screen. Do you know how insane that is? Garling got off screened. Like only fathers gets off screen. Like to be fair, Oda loves off screening. To be fair, Oda loves off
All
screening.
right.
So I'm not gonna say this, but like still, this man got off screen and beaten. Like, but to be fair, okay, I saw a lot of people who were hating on Garling saying like he's such a father. Blah, blah, blah. But when you think about it, guys, Rox is like arguably top one. So getting beaten by Rox is not a surprise. Now, would we have liked a better fight, like from God, especially from somebody who can literally regen? Yes, like yes, I'm gonna say like this is crazy for somebody who can regen to like get beaten like that is crazy. But at the same time, Roxy's top 1. Of course, he's gonna beat whoever goes against him. He's top 1. You know, I'm not that surprised. So yeah. I
Also,
was
very
yeah.
quickly, we do not owe Dragon an apology. Everything we said about Dragon was true. And we said we said wait for Dragon to have something before we say he's going to be the savior of a chapter. Wait for Dragon to get character development. Dragon was not as strong as an admiral when he was a part of the Marines. What did we say that was false, Hime?
Yeah, no, we didn't say anything false. Like the
Yeah,
only thing is that,
there was
we said he was broke and kind of ugly, but that's kind of true. But we still
yeah,
love
like,
him.
yeah, like we were like, hey guys, like, why are we hyping up Dragon when he hasn't done anything? And I think we said the entire time, once Dragon actually does something, then we will start hyping him up. And did we not do that?
And we also always said
Like,
that he was gonna be strong. We always said that.
yeah, but I was like, when he was a Marine, he probably wasn't strong, and wasn't that proven right in these chapters?
Mm,
Wasn't that exactly what happened? This
mhm.
is the thing, right? Like when like me and Hime were totally right. We're like, hey, why is Dragon not doing anything? This is crazy. We want Dragon to do something. And our slander was Dragon, stop looking east and do something. We want to see more of you. And he does something, and we're like, that's what we want. That's what we've been waiting for. Like the SpongeBob thing where he starts flipping the patties. We're like, Dragon, start flipping patties, and we start cheering as he's making Krabby Patties. That's what we waited for. And we did. This is the thing, right? Like when I said like I think that Mihawk is gonna is gonna have a crazy feat, like his first like actual feat on screen is gonna be insane. And I'm like, once we get a feat, like then we can actually do it, but he hasn't had any feats. People are gonna be like, you better apologize for the Mihawk slander when I was the one who was like, yo, he's gonna have a crazy feat. This is what I'm saying, guys. Like we're saying the same things you're saying. We're just not hyping up the characters before they do it. We're not being like, oh well, Dragon is a great character before he showed it. Now, oh, we know so much more. Like we actually have it. It's just that it's not like pre-hyping, except for Blackbeard. Blackbeard always gets hyped up. Ain't that right, Hime?
That's like me with Buggy. I'm always
Yeah.
hype him up. I'm always hype him up no matter what. But that's the thing. Different fan bases exist to hype a character before they do anything, and that's the whole
Exactly.
point. Because you cannot hype every character in One Piece. That means that you don't belong to any fan base. It makes no sense. So it's normal for most people to not hype characters from other fan bases until they see what they can do in the manga. You know, because otherwise
And
I can just hype everybody and that way I am safe and I have every agenda in my head. Like there's no stakes, it's not fun, and it makes no sense. And you have no personality. So,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it's
just
like because
normal.
because I'll always be like, oh my god, this adds so much to Blackbeard's character. Like somebody sneezes and says like, oof. I wonder if Blackbeard's talking about me, and I'm like, Blackbeard has conquered hockey. You know what I mean? Like I'll admit I got a Blackbeard agenda, but like for other characters, I'm always like, oh yeah, like let's see what they're actually able to do. But from what I remember, we were like, we want Dragon to do something before we hype him up. I was like, also, y'all can go to all of the agenda reveries and y'all can go to all of the power rankings I did on Coles.
You always
I always
have him at
had
the
Dragon.
top.
I have Dragon
Even
in my top 5. So like
yo,
there is
even
no
me, I had
Dragon
him in my
slander here
top.
if I
Yeah.
have yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like there is no Dragon slander here. If I'm arguing that he's a top 5 character, I think I have him in my top 3 actually.
Yeah, me
Even if you go
too.
back to Cole's ranking, I was like one of the only people, except I think a couple other YouTubers, but I was like I always had him at my top. So like me saying I want him to do something and making fun of him for looking east and not saying
Because
anything
I
is not
noticed
the same as slander, Brian.
this is what I noticed in the community is that people want you to have stocks and just like justify things before you even see any proof of it, and like this is not how human nature work. Again, you do this for the characters that you are a fan of. If I'm not a fan of that character, I don't have any reason to do that until they show me something for me to be like, oh wow, that's so cool, I actually really like this character. It's like Kuma. Like nobody's gonna be like, nobody was like the Kuma switch up. No, everybody was like, yo, Kuma is so cool,
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's normal that like a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna take a liking to a character when he shows me something I like. Why should I
Yeah,
like a
like when
character?
Kuma took out
Why should I like a character before he shows me something that I like? Like
yeah,
I'm not a
like
liar. I'm
Kuma
not a shallow. like
yeah, like for example, right? Like when Kuma did the stuff to the Straw Hats on Sabayoti, was people hyping him up or were people hating on him?
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like unless you were a Kuma stan, like
nobody's gonna call you out and say like, oh, you're switching up on Kuma. Like no,
I
because
know
Kuma
that's
now showed something. That's the thing. Good job for
exactly.
it's like me who's like been an Animal fan for so long, and like when they showed cool stuff and people are starting like liking Kizaru or like, you know, etc., liking Kuzan, all these things. never once said to people like, "Oh, stay on that side." No, it's the opposite. I always welcome people. I'm like, I'm so happy that now you like this character. Like, yes, I feel like more vindicated because I really rooted for them for so long. But I'm happy that there's more people who likes them now. And I think this should be the mentality of everybody in every fan base. Stop gatekeeping because you sound like a pussy and a bitch. Like, you should actually want more people to like
I
your
didn't say that.
character. No, I will say you should be more open to people wanting to be part of your fan base and like liking your character because that's just beneficial for your own character and that's just very cool for you. So yeah, this is my take on this. But also we have two super
Yeah,
chats.
go ahead with your super
Yeah,
chats.
so we
I
have
just wanted to say, me and Hime were right.
yeah, Saba $2 super chat. Garling really went 0-2 in a single chapter. Oof. Yeah, 100%. The stocks are down. Yo, the for Garling stocks are down. I think that, but you know what? I don't think this means that Shanks or Shamrock are affected by this because as we saw, Shamrock looks crazy. Like Shamrock like had like a really good showing for now, and Shanks we know he's extremely strong. I just think that like again, as I said, like it could be that Garling is not all that, but also he was going against Rox, which is Rox is top 1. Like he's like the strongest right now in his era. So I am not that surprised that he's getting beat up. But thank you for the super chat. And we have, I think we had like a second one. Yes, we had here Mitcham who says $5 super chat. Garling, please lend me your power Imu Sama cuff. So this is the power of base Rox. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I love it. No. 100%. No. 100%. Like that's the thing. Me, the only
Love
bad
Rox.
thing I have to say about Garling is not the fact that he got beat by Rox because it's normal to get beaten by Rox. My problem is that you get beaten while having regen. And now there's like I think it was Pew or it was WordsGen. Somebody, one of the leakers on Twitter said that. Oh no, it was Scotch. It was Scotch. That leaker he said on Twitter, and he's a really like a good source. He said that what Rox did was use something similar to Gaban, where like you slow down the regen because he didn't kill Garling. Like obviously Garling still exists now, so he just like used the same thing, which is like probably the other form of Conqueror's Hockey, whatever whatever what is his name, whatever Gaban is using right now, which is pretty cool because like it's tying down to the story. Like the fact that Rox know about this like hockey thing, like it's just I don't know, it just makes him even cooler. Let's go, man. But yeah. I think yeah, I think it was
You have one last one last page.
one last page. One last page.
I'm waiting.
Perfect. So we're back to Rocks. There's not much to gain here, you know. White beard here. Let's go, White beard. Still gonna help. Yo, go. Fuck, we love White beard here.
What? Oh my god, bro! As a Rock stan, seeing that Whitebeard did not betray him and instead was like, "I'm 10 toes down,"
yeah,
and then raised his son.
Yo, honestly, Whitebeard is like, bro. He's like,
Yo,
he's like, honestly,
like,
we love Whitebeard, bro. It's like anybody. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand people who hate Whitebeard. Like, it's just like he's such a nice character, man.
It's so good. Oh my god, this is so hype.
Somebody once on Twitter said that Whitebeard was an overrated character. He got cooked to oblivion, bro.
Oh my god, he's
so cooked. I remember that day. It was so crazy. But yeah, so Whitebeard goes, still gonna help. No, actually, that's Rox. He says, still gonna help. Don't sweat it. I owe you since I'm always drinking on your tab. I love it. And then we have Kaido who transformed into a dragon. I want to say, as much as I hate Kaido, I just want to give him his flower here. Like, he was able to, like, already transform into, like, the dragon. Like, he was already able to, like, kind of control his devil fruit, and he just got it. Normally, I think they like, it takes more time, like, to get, like, used to your devil fruit. I must say, I'm kind of impressed that he did that. Still, I still hate Kaido. But still, good job on that. So Kaido goes, he goes, hey, you two, check this out. All right.
He's funny.
I finally got an ability. I just think it's so funny how we see Kaido who's like, you know, fiending for devil fruit, fiending, and then he like grows older and he changes his mentality. He's like, you know what? Hockey transcend all. I was so wrong when I was young.
Yeah.
I finally got an ability. It's like, good on you. At least someone's having a fun time. Wahahaha. And then that's great and all, but mind if I ask what the hell we're up against? Ooh. Then we have, I think, okay. So this is, okay, I'm gonna tell you what this is exactly. This is Emu controlling Saturn, a bit like how Emu controls Gunko. So this is like an Emu Saturn moment.
It
Okay?
looks like a butt plug.
I didn't think of that. I honestly, you know
Look
what?
at it. It's a pointy butt plug
I don't know how
with
butt plugs
like
look like.
I'm gonna go find a spider butt plug and I'm gonna send it to you
Oh
also.
my god, there's no way this shit actually exists. Ah, I'm too innocent, guys. I have no idea what we're doing here. But yeah, so very interesting. So we have Emu who's like controlling Saturn. So what I'm guessing is that Emu is not here. Emu is just controlling Saturn from like afar, a bit like how Emu is doing with Gunko at the moment on Elbaf. Before I keep going, thank you for the 50 pesos. The Garling not neg diffed. He was off screen diffed. That's even crazier, honestly, when you think about it.
I I sent it to you.
Oh my
Go
god, I'm
check your
scared.
phone right now.
This is
I want you to look at your phone.
insane. This is insane. This literally looks the same. Oh my god, yo, she sent me some vile shit, guys. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Ora, what are you thinking? And there's like some nice floaty like clouds around it.
Uh,
All right.
uh.
All right, so we have said Saturn. What is this transformation? Whoa, a monster? Then like it's approaching them. Then we have Garp who's like, maybe this is a dream after all. What's up with this island? Yo, Garp has no fucking
Oh,
idea of anything, bro. It's crazy. I feel like Sengoku knows everything and he's just hiding shit. Anyways, so we have Rox who's like, what is it? You ask if it had to no, if it
Roger
had
first.
uh, Roger, no, there's a line. There
Yeah,
isn't a
it's
line.
like 2 and then 2
Oh,
below.
yeah, you're right, you're right. And then Roger goes, it's been one adventurous twist after another today. What is it, you ask? If I had, okay, is it if I had to say? Because it says
Yeah,
if I had,
yeah.
right?
If
Okay,
if I had to say,
right. If I had to say, I'd say it's the world. Okay, so we need to talk about this because now we see like Emu's close up, break next week. So first thing first, now we know for all like we are almost sure that Garp, Roger, and Rox go against Saturn Emu remix. Now, what I think is gonna happen is Emu is gonna probably Domi reverse Rox at some point. Maybe they're gonna be able to like I don't know do something like overpower Emu Saturn, and then because Rox needs to die somehow. It's either Rox gets Domi reversed or Rox sacrifice himself to save Roger and Garp. But at the
I'd
same
love
time,
that.
he still has his family to care. Like he wouldn't want to die because he wants to,
No, he said
give
he's
back to his
okay, remember?
family.
No,
What?
remember he said like as long as my family makes it off the island, like I'm okay forfeiting my
Yeah.
life.
So like I think these are the two possible options. Either Rox die like while fighting like this Emu Saturn with Garp and Roger, and then the whole news is like that the whole news is that Garp and Roger like fought Rox, which is not true because they cannot say Emu was there. Or Emu Domi reverse Rox, and they don't have a choice but to fight him. I think these are
Yeah,
the two only options.
I don't think that Roger or Garp could have been Domi reverse, right? Well,
No, I
I
don't
guess
think.
there
I don't
could.
think.
There is the option that happens, but then we also know that can be reversed. You can Domi reverse reverse.
Yeah, but that's
Domi
only
Domi
possible.
Uno reverse Uno reverse.
Yeah, but that's only possible if Emu does it, right? Because it's still
I
with the
don't know.
because on
So we would
Elbaf,
have to know.
because on
Yeah,
Elbaf with the
we would
Straw
have to.
Hats, we don't they still didn't find a way to like
Yeah, because we know that Rox and Garp are both normal now, we would if they do end up getting Dami reversed, we would know that it's reversible then, and that means that the people in Elbaf could be changed back to normal.
yeah, I think
So that is a possibility.
if they defeat maybe Saturn like in that like maybe because Emo is not here. Emo is just controlling Saturn from afar. Maybe if they defeat Saturn, they can like take out the Domi reverse thing. But the thing is, um, we know they don't really defeat Saturn because Saturn still exists. Unless you just need to knock them out to be able to stop the Domi reverse. It could be that too.
Yeah, we'll get I think a better idea of what Domi Reversi is and
Yeah.
if it's able to be Uno reversed.
Uno
Um
reversed.
That's literally what it
And
is.
I love it.
Like,
No, I love it.
no.
I love it. I love it. I love it, bro. I'm
Um,
not complaining.
so there's that possibility. There's also the possibility, like how I said last week. that I think all 3 of them work together, and I actually really like
But
how
how
you said
Rocks
that
die? Yeah, so he
Rock
sacrificed himself.
sacrifices himself. I
Ah.
love you don't understand how much I love that. When you said that, I was over here, I was like,
This
"Mm."
this would be crazy. But you know what? There's also Whitebeard and Kaido in this. Like I don't know how like are they all gonna work together? Like that's so OD. Like
All we
so
need is Big
yo,
Mom to join. All we need is Big Mom to join.
like this is so crazy. Like but because
Like,
that's like I don't know because that's the thing like I don't know like I need to see. I really can't tell how Oda's gonna take this. I'm very excited to see.
I love this. I This may genuinely be one of the best chapters of One Piece in One Piece.
I think the
I thi
next
Top 10
chapter
chapters.
I think the
Oh,
next
next chapter is probably gonna top it. Oh my gosh, I'm
no, no, no.
screaming
Next,
thinking
I
about it.
think next chapter, if like Oda doesn't off screen anything, Oda, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm taking a one-way
Oh,
ticket to Japan if you off screen anything. Like, don't off screen shit, bro. I don't care about Garling. This cannot be off screened. If I need Oda to show us exactly everything that happened, it's
yeah.
gonna be crazy. And I want it to be so emotional at the end because we know Rocks dies. Like we like this is not a surprise. I just want to know how. This is
I
gonna be
think
so good.
story arc wise, God Valley is a top 3 arc in One Piece. I
But
think I can
I
say
mean,
that
but wait, God
I
Valley
have
is not an arc. Like you mean
the story
Elbaf?
it's like there well, we
The
have, like, the
flashback?
Elbaf arc, but then we have, like, because like, within, like, Wano, right? We would say, like, the Odin flashback is really good, like, that
So
story arc
yeah, so
within
the God
Wano.
Valley flashback, yeah.
The God Valley flashback,
Mhm.
that story arc within Elbaf,
Oh
because
yeah, one
obviously
hundred percent.
One Piece lives and dies from its flashback, right? Like,
Yeah.
One Piece will have, 40 chapter long flashbacks. They are story arcs within themselves, right? So, like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, so we could technically say, like, well, I would say, like, Elbaf arc, but I would say, like, these, like, talking about, like, story arcs, like, I would separate them.
Listen,
God
if
Valley
you're 100%
is
God Valley,
peak.
you don't understand how everybody anonymously like or okay, not everybody, but most people, at least 90% of the community, is loving this flashback.
It's so
I've
good.
even seen people online saying like they are not excited to go back to Elbaf to the Strat. they're like Oda's pen game when he's like drawing about anything but the Straw Hat is like peak fiction. But that's
It's
the thing. I think it's because we got like like Egghead was so underwhelming when it comes to the Straw Hat that like now we're seeing actually nice action, things happening, lore, whatever. Like we're like, oh my god, this is what One Piece is about. I hope that when we go back to Elbaf, it's gonna keep going that way, and that the Straw Hats are not gonna be as underwhelming as they were in Egghead because they were so underwhelming
so
in Egghead.
I think if we go, like, flashback wise, right? And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna actually, I'll even include, like, character flashbacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely think it goes God Valley,
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
it goes the Odin flashback,
I don't know because I would need to see the other list of flashbacks because I forgot. I forgot what other flashbacks we received. I would need to
and
see
it
the
would
other
be
flashbacks. I don't
and it
remember.
would be,
You know what? I
this
really
guy that within sk go ahead, go ahead.
I think I love the also Ace, Luffy, and Sabo flashback. I know it's not like as crazy, but this is a flashback that really touched my heart. Like a
Yeah,
Marineford.
the ASL,
Yeah, that I like. But
and
this is I'm biased. I'm biased.
I would say Nolan the Liar flashback. Top 3 flashbacks in Wano.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? We should make like a stream of like we have like our tier list of like
I'm
flashbacks.
super
I would
down.
be so down. I'll be
God
so down.
Valley, like I said, I I'm probably just saying this because I think Elbaf has been really good though. Like
Yeah,
Elbaf has
yeah. For now,
reignited my love because
for now,
I
I
thought
love it.
Egghead started out great. I thought that the ending of Egghead was pretty good. I thought I mean after every arc because you're there for so long, you're like release me from these shackles,
Yeah, yeah,
Oda.
yeah, 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 yeah.
uh, it's the King Recon, which is still true to this day. But I mean, like I cannot get enough of rocks. I am a rocks maniac.
You know what?
This is exactly who I expected the character
Everybody
to
took
be
a
and
liking to
more.
him. Everybody took a liking to him. Like that's the thing.
He's
I
just
am
so
not
goated.
like that's the thing. I am not like a number one fanatic of rocks. Like I love rocks, but like
I
it's
am.
I just think no, I know, but I just think that like even as somebody who's not in the rocks fan base, like it's just impossible not to like this guy. Like I love him. He's
Oh,
so cool.
he's
He's like
just
Yeah, like even
He's
if like he
layered. There's
like
so many
yeah,
layers to
yeah.
his
Yeah,
character.
he's very nice. He's like he's a really well written character. Like
Ugh.
honestly, and he just keeps getting better with time.
And his friendship with Whitebeard, his rivalry with Roger, the joyous nature of his relationship, his love for his child, his dreams, his ambition, his view on the world, like his want to have people see the right path, like the interactions with Harold. Oh my god.
Yeah. You know me,
He's so peak.
I'm a Herald fan, and I really like I really love their interaction. I think like I love their friendship. I love how like it ended well.
It
It ended well,
it's
and I was happy
like, it
about that.
ended in tragedy, which is
Yeah.
it ended it in tragedy where it's like, it's so tragic what happened to their friendship because if they would've basically been together, right? If they would've actually teamed up, they would've been unstoppable. Like, if
Yeah.
Harold had come and helped him on God Valley,
Because Harold
would
was really like was presented
would
as
Rock
like,
still be alive?
oh, that's good, because you know what? Because nobody in the entire series has been like presented to be relative or equal to Rocks but Harold.
Except Harold. Yeah, I would
Exactly.
say that he's definitely relative to Rocks, right? So, like,
Mm.
if Harold went on God Valley,
I don't know,
would we be looking at an entirely
maybe
different story?
that's
Would
the
the
thing,
world government
maybe.
have already been destroyed? Like,
But the thing
was that one
is,
decision from Harold, did that plunge the world into darkness?
but maybe, or maybe he would have lost, you
I'm
know,
getting chills.
Elbaf would have lost their king, and Elbaf would have been like taken by the world government. There could also be these consequences, because when you think about it, we still don't know how to beat Emu. Like right
Yeah,
now,
like,
like
I'm getting
yes, you
chills
can
thinking
slow
about it. Like,
like
what would have
rocks,
happened?
because rocks can slow the region, granted, but he's not able to stop the region completely. So we don't know how we would have been able to defeat Emu. Maybe all of them would have died, you know. So that's the thing. It's very hard. Like it's very very hard. But definitely see what you mean. Like that would have been a crazy fucking turn of event. Ah, I wonder. Like I need to see. You know, after this, when I need to see Harold's reaction to Rock's dying, because he's gonna get the news on a newspaper, and I feel like he's gonna cry. I feel like he's gonna cry.
I think so too, and I
He's
think he's gonna
definitely
realize that
crying.
I think he's gonna realize that he made the mistake, and I think he's gonna have the same conversation like, "What if I joined him?" You know what I mean? Like, "What
Yeah,
if?" And I think that's gonna be the thing that kinda drives him, like,
but I think
"I made a mistake."
uh,
I think Harold's gonna realize, like, "I made the mistake."
you
And
know,
I think he's gonna be overwhelmed.
yes, but at the same time, I think that even if he joined him, he wouldn't have one, because I think the only person who can defeat Emu is Joy Boy.
Yeah, I think that's true, but it's like, would Rex have survived?
Yeah. No. Yeah, exactly.
Where
Also,
it's like, could they have escaped, you know?
no. I agree. And then we have Saba with the $5 super chat. Rox whooped Garling with the controller plugged and unplugged. This is what peak performance actually looks like. Oh my god, yo, the Garling memes are going insane on Twitter. I've seen so many of them. I'm just like, oh my god, I feel bad for Garlings, because there's Garling fans out there, you know. And I'm like, oh my
I
god,
need
I
you to
feel bad
post
for
the
them.
picture on your Twitter. I need you to say One
I am
Piece.
no. I am not doing that. I am not. You
I need
are
you to
put.
put
I am
One
not.
Piece
No.
the One Piece 1162 in a nutshell, and I need you to put the spoiler,
The
and I need you to share that image I sent you.
I absolutely am not doing that. I absolutely am not doing that.
It'll get hundreds of
You
thousands
know
of
what,
views.
girly? Do it.
It'll get 2 million
You
views.
do it. I will give
I
you.
don't have your reach, girl.
Yeah, no,
You're way more popular than me on Twitter.
I am not sharing this image.
Guys, if this stream gets 300 likes on it, Hime will share this image on Twitter.
This is insane. This is insane. Oh my god, this girl is killing me, guys. But no, honestly, what do you rate the chapter?
Um,
Honestly, for me, it's like at least a
uh,
9 out of 10. At least.
I think I'm sorry. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I have no idea what Terrence is trying to say.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know
No,
what
no.
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying
I
to read.
wasn't reading.
Yeah, I was trying to read the comment. I have no idea. Or where it's
Thank
like,
you. I'm making
because I think I said that Rox is trying to get like Harold to see that the world government was using him, which they were, right? Like
Yeah.
he's
Because
trying.
even
Yeah,
me as a Herald fan, I admitted that like Herald is naive to try to like believe
yeah,
in the
like
world government.
like the world government was using him, and they even said it, right? Like they said it. So
Yeah.
that's what I meant. If that was the confusing statement. Ask me
Mm.
the question again so that we can restart and I can get hyped.
Yeah.
And then you
Uh
say your answer first, and then I'll say it.
yeah, and also I also think like this is like at least a 9.5 out of 10. Like I loved especially like one of the highlights of this chapter was Eris. She is so cool, man. Like, we see often, if not like most, like the wives of like these pirates, like, or these top tiers, they're like, like frail,
Goated.
fragile women, like, but her, she's like, no, I'm a strong woman, and you wouldn't have fell for me if I wasn't able to do things. And she was like, if things goes bad, I'll just kill Teach and like commit, like off myself. Like I was just like, bro, like she's like, yo, she's so cool, bro. Like I'm like, we need to create an Eris fan base because this woman is actually so cool, So
She is cool. So I don't think most of them are like frail. Like I actually really like a lot of the women that we've seen where it's
no,
like
I
the
love
Bond's
them.
wife.
Oh
Like
no, you're right. Actually, you're right. Wait, hold on.
yeah,
Actually, yeah.
like no, Oda's actually been cooking,
You know
bro.
what? I'm thinking of the women of like, like the kings of like the other
Yeah,
arcs.
yeah, yeah,
These
yeah,
ones are
like
frails. But yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
right,
not pirate wives
yeah,
though. They
you're
go
right,
hard.
You're right. You're right. All of them are
Chapter
kind of
about it, they
strong-headed.
didn't call me the Mountain Eater for nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, the wives of pirates are actually kind of like they're insane.
Goated.
They're actually, yo, you're so right. I just now thought about it. You're 100% right. But yeah, no, she was really highlight for me. Like I really loved her. And one of my favorite panels of this chapter is like Dragon said, "I won't let you die to Shanks," and then Eris saying, "I won't let you die, Teach." And I think this panel, wow, it just really really reached me. I loved it. Anyway, so all in all, 9.5 out of 10 because I really rarely give 10s. Like this is pretty. I think the next one is gonna be a 20 out of 10 if Oda like really locks in. Especially we're gonna get a cover page that is not about Yamato. Just off of that 10 out of 10 chapter.
That's actually hilarious.
So I'm very excited.
Hime's bugging. This was a 400 out of 10 chapter. This is probably one of my favorite chapters of the entire arc, which is crazy because the God Valley flashback has been nothing but peak.
Yo,
Like
honestly, like, bro, honestly,
the way that it is panned out, yeah.
It's creeping to become my top 2 like best arcs. Like I'm not even
This
joking.
this is like on par with like I think this is better than everything pre-time skip that has come out. Like usually I'm like the best thing that's ever happened was Ennie's lobby. Clears.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Clears.
Listen, the only reason why I wouldn't put it to number 1 is just because Marineford has like an emotional connection to me. Like it's like this is very personal to me. But if it wasn't,
I got
like,
it over
my personal,
Marineford right now.
If it wasn't, no, but that's the thing. If it wasn't for my personal feelings towards Marineford, this would be top 1 now. But again, Oda needs to stick the landing because the landing is very important. Like if he screwed the landing, it could kind of fuck up the ranking of Elba for me. But
if he missed, but right now,
I feel like he can't unless again he off screens the rest. I'm just gonna be like, are you kidding me?
Oh, I would absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm taking a ticket, one-way ticket to Japan, and I'm meeting Oda. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you?
Draw it now. draw it now. Pick up the pen.
Yeah.
No,
bro.
it's Elbaf has been really interesting so far. There has been a lot of lore drops. There has been just a lot happening with Emu and the God Knight, and I'm actually so happy that I was totally right about the God Knights being like the main villains of it. I don't know if you remember me saying that.
Yeah,
I was
but
like really hyped because I was like,
and I still hope that like because they're like the main villain, that like the Rev army are gonna have a big role. Still,
I think I said that too. Where I think Dragon comes to the island at some point, and we're getting a lot of Dragon in here. And I think in that video,
or Dragon is gonna be like on Mauritius because like Shamrock is over there, and like some Holy Knights are over there because there's like some problem over there happening. So
yeah. But I mean, like I think Elbaf is really good. Like I said, I genuinely think this is the best flashback in One Piece.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yo, absolutely. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think anybody disagrees with that unless like they have again personal feelings towards another flashback.
Agenda.
Like,
yeah.
This is, like but like objectively.
But
speaking,
even me, like
the best.
Like Ennie's lobby, I was like, no, I don't think I think I said this. I was like, I don't think anything can really top Ennie's lobby except for God Valley.
Yeah.
You know what? I even really wasn't a fan of like Shocky being the reason that everybody came to the island. I was like, yeah, let's see how it turned out. He cooked.
Yeah,
we let him cook. We let him cook.
Yeah.
He cooked.
Yeah, no, 100%. Tyrion says, it looks like Emu is summoning on top of Saturn's head. I feel like Emu is transforming and is like taking control over Saturn. I don't think Emu is coming down to God Valley. I could be wrong.
The spider butt plug.
Oh, I could be wrong, but like maybe you're right. We'll see next chapter, but it would be in like Emu's like it would make sense for Emu to like take control of Saturn because like that's what Emu did on Elbaf with Gunko. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but yeah,
I don't know. This is probably this is the best that One Piece has been in, like, a very long
I
time.
know,
Cause
right?
like,
It's
I
so
mean, like, and I
high.
enjoyed I enjoyed a lot of One Piece, and I liked Egghead. I like the Among Us Egghead. I think we could tell by the very end, I'm like, "Ah," like, things are happening, Luffy gets back up again. Like, it kind of was getting, like, a little, like, repetitive almost. And obviously that's gonna
Me,
happen because the end of every arc is gonna be a bit repetitive in One Piece, but
yeah. I'm
what
gonna be
I mean,
honest.
this is like when you see, like, the Odin flashback and you're like, "Oh my god." Like, this is just like Odin, but 7 times better.
Yeah, you know what? Me, like, and I always said that, like, what I like the most about arcs are not even the arc itself, it's what surrounding the arc. It's like, again, my favorite moments are Kid versus Shanks,
Yeah, yeah.
Kuzan versus Garp, the cross build, Buggy saying he wants to go after the One Piece. Like, these
Oh,
are
yeah.
my favorite moments. That's why Egghead is like in my top 5 best arc because of
Oh,
these
yeah.
moments. And the same way for Elbaf, like, I like Elbaf. Elbaf is very fun, but like, big, like this flashback, like, this flashback is like carrying Elbaf for me, you know?
Yeah. You wanna know Oda? Off-screen the Straw Hats, don't off-screen this. Off-screen the rest of
Literally, I
Elbaf,
don't
and it
care. I don't, yeah, I don't care. I don't
I
care,
don't
bro.
care.
100%. I think we all, like, I'm ready to
Come
pay the
on.
price.
Yeah, like, I'm so ready to see what happens.
No, no,
I
100%.
mean, this stuff is just peak. I'm sad it's ending soon. I'm going to cry when Rox dies because he has been everything I've expected and more. The character that stood up to expectations,
Yeah.
the best in One Piece is Rox. The expectations
Honestly,
were high, he rose above them.
yeah, 100%. And a lot of people are like, yo, like, they looking at Blackbeard and they're like, I wish Blackbeard had as much, like, aura and
Yeah,
personality as
or
his dad, bro.
yeah,
Normally
like Rox gotta be so
the son is cooler, like, most of the time, but like this time, no, the dad is just nobody can surpass the dad. The dad is just too cool,
yeah,
bro.
it was cool, but that's pretty much all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah, and before we end, I just want to say for everybody, I know I've said this like maybe the last times, but thank you a lot for 20K on my YouTube, and as a result, I launched my Patreon. I put the link on my I pinned the link inside of the chat. If you guys want to see my early uncut versions of all the anime that I'm reacting to, go ahead over there. I have like multiple memberships and multiple perks, and also I'll be reacting to some animes exclusively on Patreon. For now, most of the people who voted were voting for Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, Fire Force, Apothecary Diaries, and there's gonna be way more that I'm going to be reacting to. Also, I'm reading Kagurabachi on stream on my Twitch, so follow me on Twitch as well. And I'm posting this VOD also on my Patreon. So yeah, head over there. There's gonna be a lot of content and a lot of cool stuff happening. And once again, thank you so much, everybody. We have also $50 pesos from D. He goes, Oda will off-screen all Teach's fights for you. But for now, he's off-screening all of the fights. I hope, but I think he's gonna start showing us some stuff like
Show me
yeah,
some Blackbeard fights,
yeah.
bro. I need them.
Exactly. So yeah, so thank you a lot everybody again, and I had super fun. Do you want to add like one last thing or
Nope, that's pretty
perfect?
much it.
Well,
Thank you guys so much for watching.
thank you. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. All right. Bye-bye guys.
Peace, peace.